We have the Nairobi Innovation Week, which is a forum that brings people together from private sector, government, academia, development agencies, and so on and so forth, to reflect on some of the challenges that we have and how we can solve them. But it is not an event. We see Innovation Week as a program, something that provokes our mind to work on certain things the entire year, and then we look back and say, so what did we achieve? What is our next theme? What can we focus on? The theme for 2017 Innovation Week, which is coming up between 6th and 10th of March, is innovating to solve pressing local and global challenges. One of the local challenges is urban mobility, traffic jams and over-reliance on motorized transportation. We thought that using bicycles or promoting non-motorized transportation can solve this problem.
The idea was quite surprising to us, and we were, super excited to see that there is interest by young people to take up cycling more, and especially to see that there is a lot of innovation potential around bicycles if you start doing something at the university compound. So UN Habitat has supported the idea with a little seed fund, where we have worked together with the C4D lab of the university in kind of doing a lot of design thinking around how to implement a bicycle sharing scheme on the university compound, while having in mind that we understand this as a pilot that potentially can be replicated also in the reality context of Nairobi city at a later stage.
We are very happy to be a part of this because, as has been said, there are many things that hold back an initiative like this. The fact of infrastructure probably is one. There's a safety, there is a sense that, well, why should I do this when I have a car and all that? So there's a significant amount of communication and information sharing that is necessary here. And we will be very, very happy to lend our platforms to support this, because I'm sure that if it succeeds at the University of Nairobi, and I'm sure it will, other universities should pick it up, and definitely the County of Nairobi will not feel very good being left behind. In fact, we will be prodding it along to make sure that it provides as much support as it can to make this a success.
The event was about innovation, using simple methods of innovation to create impact in society. The message here was to bring the idea of innovation to our youth and to Kenyans, that we don't need to have big ideas, grandiose ideas about innovations, but we can use simple solutions to solve big problems.
When we look at innovation around Bikeshare, there is actually a lot that the C4D could look into. For example, right now the Bikeshare is implemented in a very safe surrounding. We have the university compound that is secured, and where the population of bike users is also known to the operator. So we know that whoever uses the bike is either a student or a staff of the university. However, if we want to have a pilot and do some innovation around that, while having in mind that the bike share could also work in a city context, we could look into doing some data collection, doing some innovations, for example, around GPS tracking. So we would ensure security of the bikes even when they're outside of the compound. Or we could look into, for example, cashless payment. Could we get something like an M-Pesa service for people to pay for the bikes? Or could we collect some data, for example, on how many calories are burned when people cycle? So there's a lot of innovations that can be developed around it, and I believe that the C4D lab is in a very, very good position to involve students and to utilize the creativeness of the students to look into more innovative features of Bikeshare.